Hello and welcome back to another live people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. Welcome back to the GVO show, season 2, episode 8. And yeah, another Monday night international break, the second international break that we've got, second out of third before Christmas. And yeah, lots of football to talk about. We all know what game you lot want us to talk about. The very obvious, of course, especially if you didn't lock into the joint watch along that we did on the weekend. Alfie, how have you been, man? How have you been?
Yeah, I've been doing good, bro. I've been doing good. I know it's going to seem like I'm being shameless, but I've still got a little bit of that Irons pack left over. We're going to be enjoying that tonight. Big up to everyone in the stream. Back again for the GVO show. We all know what you want to hear us talk about. Obviously, you may have seen us on Saturday, but we're going to talk about some other stuff as well. But that'll be the main point. But big up to all of you. Like and subscribe.
The Irons pack, Alfie. The Irons pack. Oh God, this is not what this is what I was expecting. Not what I was looking forward to, and something that I'm not allowed to be angry about, apparently, according to my fan base.
The
But Alfie,
irons, honestly, the irons pack is being passed around more than the pack that gets sold at Notting Hill Carnival. Like that is how frequently this irons pack is being passed around. And it's not even a case of a change of managers going to fix the problem. Like this is an outsider speaking about this.
hmm
And this isn't a West Ham fan. I see how badly things are being run at your club at the moment, and it needs to be fucking sorted. Big man thing, honestly.
well, the floor's yours, bro. The game, West Ham in general, Arsenal in general, Cook, bro. The floor is yours. This is your time.
Well, funnily enough, before the start of the game, I actually said I was actually impressed at the fact that we went fairly attacking with the formation and with the starting 11. I didn't really
hmm
expect it. I think this is the first time this season that we've gone fully attacking in the midfield. Have Rice as the holding DM, and then you've got Eze and Erdegaard either side of him to create that link up play between the wingers and Jokeres up front. Erdegaard got injured again. Now, I don't know how many more times I have to say this before people actually start listening and before the manager starts listening. Like, the constant use of players and the way he uses the players is beyond a joke. Like, we've got players that are dropping like flies, getting injuries left, right, and fucking centre, and then bringing them back a week or two before that they're due to come back, and then picking up another injury on top of that to set them back for another 3-4 weeks or however long it is. But apart from that, yes, we did well to get the result. 2-0, decent result. Got your prediction right, Max. Fair play.
Mm.
But at the same time, West Ham just gave us the game. I don't think there's any other way that we can describe how Saturday went. West Ham gave us the game. They did not want to come out and play whatsoever. They were happy to just get the ball back in a defensive position, hoof it 40 yards up the pitch, have Arsenal get it back, and put themselves under more pressure. Like we've both spoken before about the reliance that West Ham have on Bowen at the moment. They couldn't even seem to do that on Saturday. And yes, you had a couple of players that had maybe decent games. I think Juve was okay. Um, I thought Freddie Potts was okay when he came on off the bench. You know, I think a couple of the players had some decent games. I thought Marshall played really well. He was certainly a much more attacking striker than Fulkrug. Like, I see you just getting vexed at Fulkrug for the first 45 to 60 minutes that he was on the pitch. Just him
hmm
not doing a single thing. And yeah, I think, like I said, it was good to get the result, good to get 3 points, especially on a weekend where Liverpool have failed to get points. And we all know how flawless, well, not flawless, but in the sense that they managed to get a decent amount of wins at the start of the season. That's all of a sudden capitulated. Started at Palace last week, then losing in Turkey to Galatasaray, and now Chelsea. Yes, it puts us in a good position. Do I think we'll stay there? Hell fucking no. I think if not us, I think it will either be Chelsea or Man City that will actually step up. I mean, Man City got the win this weekend as well, but again, they weren't all that great. But, 3 points is 3 points. And we get ready for Fulham.
Yeah, bro, I said beforehand as well. I said before the game, Fulkirk is not made for this game.
No.
I said this millions of times, and it's gonna sound like I'm right all the time, all of this, bro. I'm not right all the time, but I know football. Like I watch games from a stylistic point of view and how players are gonna match up in certain games against other players on the pitch because I try and watch as many other teams as possible in the league because I don't watch other leagues. So I try and see how the matchups are going to fare out. Fulkirk against Gabriel Saliba when you're trying to counter attack, it's not it. And the reason why it's not it is because, first of all, the way to test Gabriel Saliba is to have a runner in behind. And that's the way to test most centre backs in general. But you want to give your centre back something to think about. So a runner in behind is way more important. And we don't really have that. Like Wilson can do it to an extent. Marshall can do it to an extent. Like Fulkirk is not
just
that.
can't.
You can't run, let alone running behind. You can't run in general. Like he's the guy to bring the wingers in, but there was nothing being brought in because we're lumping it up to him. He's doing dumb shit or doing weird shit. And usually I'm onto the service to the striker, and especially we had 4 shots. I saw Fulkirk get enough of the ball that game to criticize him by far. I think for me it was a case of we couldn't get into the game because there was no plan to get into the game. There was no plan to. It was like when we're counter-attacking, it's like pass the ball sideways a bit, then we take too long with it, then we pass it backwards, and then we lose the ball. Now I get it. It's 2 games in. I get it. It's 2 games in with the new manager. I get it. I fully do get that. But this is the problem I have. If you're going to set your team up to be defensive, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with it, go and counter-attack. Go and attack the spaces that the original team is going to leave him behind. And there were spaces there. You know what Arsenal are like when they come up against low blocks? They camp everybody in your half. So go and attack the spaces. Go and try and run it behind now. And this is why I predicted 2-0. The game went exactly how I thought it would. But that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to get angry about it, which is why people are getting on to me now in my comments and shit. People are getting on to me in my comments for getting angry in my fan cam and in my video for today. This is why people have accepted what we are. This is why I was getting on to everyone. People have accepted what West Ham United are. They've accepted it. They've accepted it to a point where it's like, it doesn't matter what happens. Because instead of watching the game in itself, it's like everyone's watching the game with my belly on, but over their eyes. That's the problem. Everyone's watching it with Stevie Wonder's sunglasses, bro. Stevie Wonder's glasses are on their face. Because it doesn't matter what the game is like, as long as my opinion of the manager I can back it up, or as long as my opinion on this player I can back it up, it's fine. That's how the fan base is run now, especially online. The fan base in real life is calm. Online, this is how it's run. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit at all. Because what is Bowen meant to do at this point? What is Bowen meant to do against Arsenal? What on earth is Somerville meant to do against Arsenal at this point? What is the point of actually playing attackers on the pitch if you're not going to attack? You might as well just got every defender possible. If you're going to not attack, you might as well just put on every defender at that point. It's just fuck it. If I'm going to park the plane, I'm not going to counter.
There was a few instances in that game where Somerville would actually drop back and defend in a way that he's almost thought, okay, well, the fans are probably going to get onto me for not doing a lot, so I'll just defend, so at least I can say that I've done something.
Yeah.
Because he just wasn't getting the ball.
Yeah.
Again, we kept seeing it. You guys lumping it up to Fulkirk, him doing fuck all, losing it, and then getting back under pressure.
Yeah, and I saw Somerville tackling Saka more than I did running at Timber because he wasn't getting the ball in those positions. And the one time we actually got it, pass backwards, and then we lose the fucking ball. Over and over again. It is ridiculous. Brother.
It's painful to watch because I know you guys can play good football.
We could if we actually had a coach. We don't have a coach, and I've been saying it for a time. West Ham fans are just willing to accept what they're given. They're willing to accept. This fan base would have found a way to allow Slaven Bilic to be back as a manager again because he was linked. This fan base would have allowed Sean Dyche to be back. This fan base would have allowed.
Did Sean Dyche manage West Ham?
Sorry, not back, but you know what I mean. Sean Dyche to manage West Ham. They would have allowed Gary O'Neill to manage West Ham.
They probably would have allowed Scott Parker if he wasn't at Burnley.
They probably would have because he used to play for the club. They would allow anyone. They always get onto the owners, but any manager that comes in is like, I have to back him because he's in West Ham colours. It's like, brother, what the actual fuck? What the fuck? It's like, don't just back everything that happens. Don't just back every single thing that happens and then complain about the owners afterwards because you said back him. You said back him, which is why I'm not on this whole thing of just back everything that joins West Ham United anymore. Because the owner is the one making all these decisions. So if I'm backing everything, it means I'm backing the owner. And what I mean is like every single manager that comes in is a freebie. We know this. I've said it probably about 50 times over the past year and a half since Lopetegui's been in charge. I've been saying this for about a year and a half. All the managers we hire are freebies. But also, the managers that are freebies are not good selections. The only time we actually had a good selection of freebie managers was when we got Potter and Sarri was available. And I didn't mind the Potter signing. I didn't mind it at the time. People remember this.
Would you have gone with Sarri?
Yeah, Sarri would have been the best option. Like, I said Sarri or Potter should join West Ham. I got it wrong with Potter. I've been Potter out since the start of the season. But it's painful. It is fucking painful. It is painful just watching this club, bro. And you've seen it for yourself, what I have to put up with week in, week out now. Now that you've watched, like, your team against us. Yes, cool, it's Arsenal against West Ham, but you know what I have to watch now. This is what I have to watch. Mike's, where's your hoodie, bro? Basically, I don't know whether you saw this, Alfie. Obviously, you saw the drawing that Connor did. Basically, I wore this Sidemen colour block hoodie on Jay's stream, and everyone got onto me, calling me a transition player, calling me a Garnacho, saying that when it's
I don't know what that says about me because I've got a Sidemen jumper on right now.
But it's because the colour block. That's why. It's because they like wearing pink, yellow, and blue, looking like candy floss. All of this nonsense in Jay's chat, and then Connor drew it straight away. See, Donnarumma knows goalkeepers. Especially, I think Mads is better than Areola. So do I.
Donnarumma kept a clean sheet, so I guess we can take his words as gospel then.
Yeah, listen, Donnarumma, you know goalkeepers, bro. So I agree. And the reason why I agree is because Mads Hermansen, I'd blame him for a couple of the goals, but the corners, they weren't his fault. Because he didn't get protected. We conceded with Areola and goal from the corners anyway. So people think it was Hermansen's fault. I get onto him for the Sunderland goal at the end, and I get onto him for the Tottenham goal with Bergvall scored, where the ball was looped over his head. That was all his fault. But you have to have a relationship with your centre-backs. I said that multiple times, and people didn't listen to me.
The one thing I have said about the game on Saturday was for the second goal, I don't necessarily think it was a penalty. But now I'm hearing that apparently the rule is if the contact starts outside the box and then continues into the box, it's seen as a penalty. I mean, they keep changing the fucking rules every single time, so it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think it was a penalty in the way I've seen football games installing. I'm planning for the Twitch, innit? But I don't necessarily think it was a penalty, but Saka did well to put the ball away, but apart from that, he didn't do much in the game.
Yeah, he did fuck all, yeah.
I think they only did it because it was like his 200th game for Arsenal.
Is he not the penalty taker anyway?
I thought they'd switched over to Gyökeres personally.
But Saka's always taken it though, has he not? He's always been the penalty taker.
He has always been our penalty taker, but there have been a few times where they have switched it round every now and again.
What, for Gyökeres?
Well, I mean, Gyökeres took the one that leads, didn't he? The one to make it 5-0. But then again,
But
Saka
Saka played
wasn't
that
on the
game.
pitch.
Yeah,
Saka came off
exactly.
injured.
Yeah, so I think Saka's just a penalty taker, isn't it? Obviously, Gyökeres wants it because he's the striker. But fuck you, no. Fuck you, no. Like, bro, what the like? Oh, fuck me. Like, do you know what it is with that penalty? Yeah, you shouldn't do that anyway. But the structure
Do you know
of the
what?
fucking team is mad, man.
Do you know what I think? Unless it's a handball situation, or God forbid it's a defender, whoever wins the penalty should take it.
I just think you need a penalty taker. Like, you just like if Saka's your penalty taker, just let him stick with Saka, innit? Like,
Fair
if
enough.
he's like, it's whoever's the most like, whoever can convert penalties the most, because not everyone's good at penalties. Like, but I love Bowen. He's not great at penalties.
Well, I mean,
Paquetá's a better penalty taker than him.
I know it was Sporting, but last season I think Gyökeres took 17 out of 17 penalties and scored them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The color combo is offside. That's why the color combo is fine. There's nothing wrong with the color combo. I called you a member of Odd Future, bruv. Yeah, that's basically calling me a homosexual because half of Odd Future was homosexual. But I completely understand, Connor. Do you have had a shocker with the pen? But it's his only real howler, to be fair. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he hasn't
Exactly.
necessarily put a foot wrong.
Yeah, he hasn't. And I also blame the fact that the structure was just off. In general, there was no communication between him and Kilman. There's just a big gap there, which is why I don't trust us to survive because the defense is genuinely horrific. I've said this under David Moyes. What is the point of sitting back with a defense that can't defend? I've said this multiple times. You can't sit back with a defense that can't defend. So you might as well, if you got better attackers than defenders, get the best out of your fucking attack. Because we can see people are like, oh, we have to be defensively astute. Are we defensively astute right now? We just conceded 2 to Arsenal. We just conceded 1 to Everton. People are telling me Mavropanos played well. Gyökeres didn't fucking test him. I said this against when we played against Forest as well. No one tested Mavropanos and Kilman when we played Forest. No one. Chris Wood didn't test him. So, here's what I'm gonna say. Mavropanos got outdone by Michael Keane in the air. So anyone propping Mavropanos now, you're a dickhead. Simple as you're just a dickhead. Like, because we're still conceding goals. If you think he's the guy to help West Ham survive relegation right now, you're just a dickhead. Because I think we're gone. I think that was it. I think we're gone now. And if we lose to Brentford when we come back, we'll probably get 20th. If we lose to Brentford when we come back, we're getting 20th. And we don't beat Brentford at home. We've only beaten Brentford once at home. People could be like, oh, it's Thomas Frank. Keith Andrews has gone back to how Thomas Frank played.
Wolves haven't won a game. Wolves haven't won a game.
They haven't won a game. They haven't won a game. They've only just got a second point on the weekend. So if we do lose to Brentford, because Keith Andrews has gone to basically Thomas Frank's style of play, because he's like, my style of play, I don't have one. I'm a set piece coach, so I'm just going to go with what I know under Thomas Frank. And we could be fucked. They can still run us over when it comes to physicality. Igor Thiago is not a good player, but he's more than good enough to test Mavropanos and Kilman. So is Kevin Schade. So is Dongo Atara. If they go 5 in the back as well, Jordan Henderson's on form. I never thought I'd say those words in 2025, but he's on form. So it could be long for us when we come back. I'm boycotting that game because that was meant to be the plan anyway. So I'm going to stick to the plan and boycott that game. I am not going on a Monday night to watch West Ham. I don't care. Because I'm pretty sure, by the way, we've got to play on a Friday as well. I'm pretty sure we've got to play Leeds on a Friday. I haven't looked. I don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, I don't really look. I don't really look at the fixtures anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I don't care because I've watched Brentford this season, yeah, and they're so hot and cold. They got, but when I watched them against Fulham, they were genuinely horrific. When I watched them against Chelsea and Man United, they were really good because, as Melon said in the chat, they're at home. So away from home, we might have a chance. But at the same time, I have not won a game at home since February. And Graham Potter's gone. Cool. You have to win your first home game. You have to win your first home game. Jeff had a shocker with the Pembers only real howler. Lucky West Ham didn't get Ange. Yep. That would have been even worse. Big up Connor. Drawings are elite. Why did they let Jorginho go? Why did you let Jorginho go?
You tell me.
You tell me, bro. You're the Arsenal fan, bro.
To be fair, as a squad player, I rated Jorginho. He could come in and get the things that needed to be done. Could get them done. Apart from that, I don't think you would want him in your first team at this point in his career. Obviously, he's getting towards the back end of it now. Clearly, if he's going to play in Brazil, but I think he would have been a good squad player for the season. Don't think he would have got that many games, maybe a couple of cup games and the Champions League games against the weaker teams. But if he's enjoying himself in Brazil, then let him vibe with it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I know that AJ said Zubi is a good replacement for Jorginho, but it feels like Partey was Zubimendi's like person he's replacing because Norgard is also come in. That seemed like the Jorginho replacement as he's the squad player. But yeah, Brentford are really good if they are at home, but away from home, they're not been that good.
I might have plans to sell Norgard, after the first season of my career mode.
Fucking hell. Are you on Pluto, by the way?
Not Pluto.
This guy, we know what this guy was like last time this happened, bro. Fuck 8 months without win at home at his 9-11 levels of insane. It is AJ. It is indeed. Yes, Mike's respect you. Big up Strike first every single time.
Big up.
Mike's thought on United versus Liverpool after the international break. I was gonna say battle board people, but Ten Hag's not there.
That might be a draw. Or
be a draw.
United might scam a win. Because Liverpool have been
win.
shaky recently.
Ruben scammer win.
Would that be 2 in a row? United Strand would be getting gassed.
They ain't winning 3 more. But that'll be the first time they win back-to-back games, bro. So, in the perfect times to do it against Liverpool, I could see United winning that. If it's at Old Trafford, they'll probably win. If it's at Anfield, they'll probably draw. It's just the type of game Man United randomly turn up for no reason.
We can check.
But it's at Anfield. Oh, it's at Anfield. Okay, it'll probably be a draw. Big up Donnarumma. Have a good evening, bro. Big up Terrell as well.
Big up Terrell.
Like, this is the thing about the game as well, yeah. It's like, I saw Callum Marshall come on the pitch, and I saw him do more than Fulkirk did. It's like when a younger guy is taking your chain like that, it's a different caliber of fish. And like Freddie Potts come in, did well. I don't think Magassa had a bad game either. I think that there's good competition in the DM spot. The problem is we have good competition in like certain spots, like fullback spot, like DM and the number 10 spot. The wingers, we need another winger. We need a proper striker. We've got shit centre backs for the most part. The goalkeeper is a bit like up in the air. So there's still positions to address. I think we can survive with the goalkeepers we have, but I don't think we can survive with the centre backs we have, especially if you're not going to play. If Igor ain't going to fucking start when you just, I knew Igor wasn't going to play. And then it's one of them West Ham signings where it's like, you just signed him for numbers. You signed him for market opportunity nonsense. It's like, the guy you're going to sign on loan, he's not going to play. I wouldn't be surprised if Brighton recalled him in January if they wanted to. If not, he would just be let rot over here, which is fine. But if Kilman and Mavropanos are going to keep playing like this, it's a problem. It's a problem. I need to see more oomph in the team. I need to see less excuses. If we park the bus at home, then it'll be good that I don't go. It'll be good. If this fan base refuses to protest after, like, just because we got a new manager, you got another thing coming.
When it comes to saying that you want a proper striker, what sort of striker are we looking for? Are we looking for the sort of striker that gets the running behind? Are we looking for just a big man in the box to knock the ball in the net? Like, what are you necessarily looking for at West Ham?
I'm looking for someone who's like powerful and fast. I need like a
Haaland type player.
Yeah, I need a Haaland profile. I need like someone who's going to run in behind, but has also got strength, like pace and strength. I need that kind of striker. I don't know who's out there. I'll be so real. I need, but mainly someone who's mobile. That's what I need. Maybe it's not realistic, but someone like that.
Mika Bieref, you know that youngster that used to play for Arsenal? Mika Bieref?
Oh, I've heard of him, yeah. I don't know how good he's doing right now, but if he's doing good, then he can
Balogun?
Get him in. Balogun, yeah, there's people like that. The problem is I don't watch these people anymore. So it's like, oh, I'm so tired, man. I don't think it's strikers at West Ham don't do well, man. They don't do well at all. They just
They have
don't.
purple patches.
No, we don't even get that at West Ham. You get like a odd like last one that went on a purple patch before Antonio was like the Sacco. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So Arsenal won 8 league
Allardyce.
games. Yeah, Allardyce days. Won 8 league games at home in 2021. I understand how it feels, Mikes. Yeah. Liverpool defense is shambolic, but I think the pool will turn up. They'll have to. Any bomb tarts around here? If not, I'm off. Probably not, John. United will probably perform because historically it's the biggest game in the country. It's the equivalent of Barca versus Real in Spain. Yeah, so like I wouldn't be surprised if United did turn up. Good match review by Alfie on TT on TikTok. Did you realize what happened with your TikTok match reaction? There was no
What?
sound. There was no sound in the video, bro.
Fair enough.
Did you not see the comments, bro? It was like the comments were like, couldn't have send it back myself. And your
I
whole
wonder
thing was
what.
on.
I wonder what that was.
Do you not turn up your volume on your videos, bro? Did you have your phone off?
Unless I had my phone still connected to my earphones.
No, but surely it would have like. Or did you not have your earphones on?
No. I don't know how it works. Sometimes they're like still connected, but both of them are in the little thing.
Fuck's sake. A mobile striker, Haji Wright. Yeah, someone like that. Jao
Haji Wright's
Pedro was.
cold.
Yeah, Haji Wright's good. Yeah, I think Jao Pedro. I need someone in the box though. Like, and I know Mellon's gonna do the Tactico thing, but just I need someone in the box, like running behind in the box all the time. We sign a striker, then play full style.
Do you want Havertz?
Fuck off. Is Alfie higher than Ange's highlight? Yeah, Alfie's fucked. Alfie is completely fucked. I don't know why he's done this on stream, but he's completely fucked. Alfie's peppered, mate. Completely peppered. His Instagram reaction was muted as well. Wait, serious?
Yeah, I may have posted. Yeah. I need to take them down.
You're a content creator, bro. You gotta check these things, bro. You gotta check these things. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. All right. Well, we can move on to Liverpool after losing to Chelsea. So, with the context of you winning this weekend and Liverpool losing this weekend, with the way Liverpool have been playing recently, what have you made of like both of you, like the way it's compared since the last international break? Because they haven't done it. They've lost 3 games in a row in all competitions.
Do you know what? In some ways, I've seen this coming.
Really? Yeah.
In some ways, I've seen this coming because I've said a few times after Liverpool have scammed a couple of wins early on in the season. Like you think about the opening game against Bournemouth. I think the game after that as well. I can't remember who it was. They played in game 2.
What Galatasaray? Or what? Or game 2 of the Premier League.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, they beat Bournemouth. I can't remember who they played after that.
And then obviously got the free kick against us, beat us 1-0. Scammed the win against Burnley with a penalty in the 90th minute. Again in the cup against Southampton. Again in the Champions League against Atletico. I just knew at some point like this was like people were going to catch on to this. Other teams were going to catch on and realise that Liverpool they like to leave it late. And ironically, it's been happening in a lot of games this season. I think in the last 3 games that they've lost, it's been 2 of them that have had late wins. Lost against Palace late 97th minute, I think it was, in Ketia. 95th minute, I think it was, for Esteval's goal against Chelsea for Liverpool. Like, you knew it was going to run out at some point.
Yeah, and I think Newcastle was the second game.
Oh,
Newcastle.
yeah,
That's
Newcastle, Ungamoa.
yeah, yeah. Rio right at the end, bro. Like, of all people, and that's the thing. Like, when you're doing that at the start of the season, that nothing's click. Nothing looks like it's clicking at Liverpool in terms of like the players. I didn't expect it to click straight away. I'll be real. I kind of thought it would take a bit of time, anyway. But I don't think it's gonna last. I just think they need to find a balance. I think you need to ease people like Verts, like when it comes to the starting 11. I think people like Frimpong as well are the same. I expect instant results from Kirkes and Isak. They've been in the Prem before. They've been in the Prem, but I expect more instant results. I don't even think Isak played bad against Chelsea. But I think Kirkes has had a bad start. Robertson ain't on it right now either. The right backs ain't on it right now. So that, yeah, Verts as well. And like Sabozalai is playing at right back sometimes. And it's like,
see, that just makes no sense to me. They've got two players that are able to play at right back, and you're going with a midfielder.
Yeah,
this is like Arteta sort of situations where we'd be playing Partey at right back. Like I've seen this before.
But at least when you guys have played Partey at right back, you haven't had right backs available. With them, they've had right backs available. So what? And also Bradley and Frimpong aren't playing that bad for you to play a midfielder at right back. They're not playing that bad. Like they're not playing good. They're not playing good, but they're not playing that bad for you to play a midfielder at right back. They're just not. Like you only really do that if it's a last minute thing. If it's a case of like, okay, we're really fucked there. Also, if Joe Gomez is still fit, if he is, because he's never fit, I would rather play Joe Gomez at right back than fucking Szoboszlai, because Joe Gomez can fucking play there. If the right back options are really bad right now, you might as well do that. I get it because it's like, oh, centre back option off the bench or already or whatever, but like, come on, man, come on. Like, I think the problem I had with Liverpool as well. The only thing I will say, I thought their signings would cover this, but clearly it's not the right. It's not true. They don't have a proper DM. Like McAllister and Gravenberch is a great midfield, but there's no one to win the ball back if your fullbacks are that attacking. So everyone figures out how to play through the press. And with Gakpo, Isak, and Salah, nobody's pressing like that. Isak can press, but he's got a cover for Salah and Gakpo, who are terrible off the ball. So this Liverpool team is way too easy to play against. Way too easy. And Chelsea took advantage of that. What Chelsea did really well is like moving James to centre back when people got injured. And then his passing was absolutely elite. And it looked very easy to play out from the back when Caicedo and Lavio passed it around and they went down the left and Esteban scored. It looked very easy, but it was still a good move. I think what the main thing that won it for Chelsea as well was the three subs that when he took off the whole front three and put the whole front three on Gittins, Guiu, and Esteban for Pedro, Neto, and Garnacho. That was a very good substitution. So you should be given credit for that, Maresca, because everyone's been criticizing the fact that he made bad substitutions when they got red cards and stuff, which he did, especially in the Man United game. But at the same time, he made really good subs here. He made really good subs. So I think people are reactionary. People are reactionary because, for example, a couple of weeks ago, we had the whole thing of Liverpool already ran away with the league and Chelsea are struggling and Chelsea in a crisis. Well, Chelsea played very well against Liverpool. Yeah. And Liverpool aren't running away with it. I still think Liverpool win the league. I've been saying Liverpool will only win the league and nothing else. I've been saying they're going to crash out like last year. Carabao Cup, no. FA Cup, no. Champions League, definitely not. I think they'll crash out all of them and just win the league. I still think they're not the best team right now. Arsenal are the best team right now on form. But Liverpool, they've got more quality on the day. Salah's playing horrible right now, though. I will say that Salah has been fucking awful this season. He's been terrible. I think the fall off is there. But it's like decreasing ever so slightly. It's like he's not completely dropped off because he's always played like this, but he's just not scoring, which covers it. But that's my thing as well. Oh, John, I ain't writing City off either, by the way. Like, with Manchester City as well, I think they lost control against Brentford. We'll get onto them maybe a bit later. But they lost control against Brentford. but they are better at seeing out games now. And Nico Gonzalez coming in for Rodri, he's done well. Cherky's coming back. Foden's on better form. Doku's playing really well. Haaland's been an absolute monster. Oscar Bob plays well when he plays. They're all right. I don't really get the hate for Reinders. I don't, because when I watched him against Brentford, he weren't that bad. He was doing the right things. He's just not clicking right. He's settling into the league. To leave the stream before the stream leaves you, neutral hat on here. Liverpool will come good again, but they made too many changes in personnel. It's Jota passing still have an effect on some players. I put it this way, yeah. I don't think the Jota thing will ever not have an effect. Because it's more serious than just an injury. It's a death.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was necessary from Van Dijk to bring it up in the interview or to hint it in the interview, because you won games, and yes, they were already emotional when winning the games, but there was no need to bring it up once you've lost 3 games in a row. There was no need to bring it up because we know what you're going through, but that's not the reason why you lost against. You didn't lose to Chelsea because Jota passed. I think it has an effect on in general. I do think it always have an effect because people got to understand he was it's going to be hard anyway to lose a teammate. Like for Sheffield United, are probably still affected by George Baldock passing, and he wasn't playing for them at that point. And George Baldock passed away like last year. So I do think it's always going to have an effect. I just don't think it was necessary to bring it up. And Jota as well, he was a big character in that dressing room. Big character. Like, big character in football in general. People don't realize how much of an effect he had on everyone. So it's still kind of weird to even say out loud that he's actually gone because of how much an effect he had on people. It's always going to have an effect, but Liverpool's issues are on the pitch still. Liverpool's issues are fixable. You just got to be balanced with it. McAllister and Gravenberch can still play in that midfield, but you might have to play Szoboszlai for now and let Wirtz settle in. Just because someone made a good point the other day, like Szoboszlai covers the energy for most players. He's not great, but he covers the energy in terms of pressing, so he's going to have to do the running. I would play Conor Bradley for now and let Frimpong settle in. I would play Robertson for now and let Kirkes maybe get a bit of a rest. And then Van Dijk and I guess it's going to have to be Van Dijk Gomez because Konate picked up an injury and Konate's not playing well either. You're just having all the wrong players are off form right now. I think Isak and Ekitike are good options. I think they'll be fine. And there's good competition as well. That's the type of competition you want. Everyone's been like, well, Ekitike is going to leave in a couple of years because Isak's there. Well, let's say hypothetically he does. They'll get another striker. They'll get another striker instead. But also, Ekitike is enjoying the competition. Isak's enjoying the competition. If they're proper winners, they'll stay enjoying the competition. Because Mahrez was there for time at City. He was competing with Sterling. Same with Sterling. He eventually wants to get game time, but he was competing. Same with Sane, Aguero, etc. was competing. Jesus was competing. Like David Silva, De Bruyne, etc. Everyone, Bernardo Silva, everyone's competing in an elite team. If you wanna be about it, know your place in the team and earn your right to play. Corner's going to be managers that have got certain bias. They're always that. You've got to earn the right to play. You have to. Gakpo Nacho. He's right. You good, Alf? Are you good, Alf? Let's get an Alf update.
Yeah, I'm good.
What planet are you on?
I'm making my way back to Earth.
Are you?
Yeah.
What day is it?
Monday.
He thought about it. Alf be smoking on that second again LA pack. Because you're first. And don't write City off. Don't worry, I would never write City off, don't get me wrong. Also, Alfie smoking that Mike's pack, Nuno in type shit. Mike's pack is crazy. Still think City are winning the league. They always start slow. I would never write them off. I predicted Liverpool, then City, then Chelsea, then Arsenal. Could go either way, third or fourth. I wouldn't be surprised if City won the league, though. Fair play to them. Because I would like as well. People do underestimate City too much because Pep ain't letting them have another season like they did last season. And by the way, they look very improved from last season. They don't look perfect, but they look improved. Especially when you got Nico O'Reilly. Also, I forgot to mention, good addition at left back. You also got an England call up because Reece James pulled out. Gavardio is playing well in any position he plays. He got a great assist for Haaland, and Erling Haaland's playing really well. We'll get on to City in a sec. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. That's my top 4 in that order. Liverpool third. Interesting. Can you sing the alphabet? I don't think you can. Don't sing the alphabet. It's calm. Also, Mike's big up with your rap skills. I've seen that clip. I can't lie. Your heart still with the bars, bro. I appreciate it, Terrell. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cold.
He couldn't sing the alphabet while being sober, let alone being high. Fucking no.
I
John's
probably
violent.
could.
Probably could, bro. I'll be smoking that. I'm free from the missus, man.
Hey, bro, I'd keep your mouth shut.
Oh, fucking hell, man. You know it's bad when the bar turns you Chinese. Hey,
Fair.
once I'm coming back down, you look like you're flying away, bro. About coming back down, so you look worse than 5 minutes ago, fam. Oh, fuck's sake. Just peep that Mike's used the 5-minute timer off my ass off. I wonder why. And to be fair, as soon as we started, Alfie was blowing smoke in the air. So, you know what type of streamers. I haven't seen Alfie this high since that last stream where bro was walking around his fucking living room, bro. I need to find that stream again. I can't remember which stream that was. Oh, fuck. I'll big up Strike first for the super chat, man. Keep up the good work. Best West Ham content creator outside of the Pie and Mash cartel. Alfie looks cooked still. Good night. Big up to you, Strike first. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the
Big
super
up,
chat.
big up.
Hey, Alfie, I want a number 5 special on some prawn crackers. Are you serving us
off.
Chinese, Alfie?
No.
Can I get some ribs? Alfie, bro, AJ loves a 9/11, a Osama bin Laden joke. That is his go-to, bro. That is his go-to. Bro took out the battery in the smoke alarm. Hey, bro's so high, he didn't even get the fucking joke. Alfie, this isn't a Rush Hour 4 audition.
You fuckers. You fuckers, man.
Alfie needs his Chris Tucker. Like, bro, you're rubbing your eyes like they're gonna open. you're rubbing your eyes like they're gonna open. Hey, bro thinks if he does this, they're gonna get bigger. Like, bro. Alfie just projected on his AJ just projected on his ancestors. Oh my days. Mike's a Muslim, those strokes are onside for me. Man said friendly fire yourself. That's mental. That's mental.
They're questionably onside.
Yeah, questionably. Oh, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Bro looks sad to see that he only got a 99% on the test. It's like, huh? Bro, you look more Chinese than me, bro, right now. It's mad. It's mad. Neither of us are Chinese, bro. They probably think we come from Hong Kong if they clicked on the stream for the first time, fam. That's what they probably think because of my eyes and you being on rockets. That is mad. I feel so high. I thought you was wearing a KFC hat.
No, it's definitely an Arsenal hat. I can tell you that much, Elijah.
A Gouda hat.
Much. Yeah. No, it's not.
You're wearing a Gouda hat, bro.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Bro just wants the goon, fam. Like, it's mad.
Oh, God.
Get your ID ready. Fuck you know, Alfie. Fuck you know. Just wants the goon, fam. Fuck's sake, man. Man said, yeah, it's a goon in her. Alfie's parents never pee when he got 100%. It's 100%, 101%. Oh, fuck's sake, man. That's an perfectionist, legitimate perfect. Like Joe Elephant.
I've never been that smart.
Man looks like he spent 20 hours building Christmas toys.
Oh, God.
That's a Bruce drooling. Fuck's sake. To be fair, Mike's was just as high when he wore that bubblegum hoodie on Jay's stream. There's nothing wrong with this hoodie. Fuck off. Bro gave up his passport for the hub.
Who said I got a passport?
This man is so fucking cooked, man. What's wrong with you? I'm about to serve me some sweet and sour chicken balls. That's a pause, but I think you said that on purpose.
Shush.
Made in China's crazy. Hey Alfie, the Timu factory is looking for you. They are offering 100 Timu gift card for your return.
No, I'm good.
Alfie looks drunk on Gucci. Fucking hell. Angel cake, our hoodie. I'm big on the angel cakes, bro. Alfie, open your
Yeah.
eyes.
My eyes are open, you dickhead.
I can't see your eyes, fam.
They are open.
Hey, wait, try and open them like properly. Oh my god. He's still trying to open his eyes. Nah, bro is a criminal. Just a fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Bro is so fucked. Yeah, big up to Villa fan every single time. No passport. DT would be proud. Behave yourself, all ya. You get him, Trump. You might be going down, man. I think we're gone, Villa fan. I can't lie. I can't lie, bro. I think we're gone. I've been saying that. Your phone linking. Your phone linking great. Hey, Alfie, say that.
No.
The eyes are
Wanker.
less open. Those eyes are less open than the Epstein files. Fuck's sake. Bro goes from Asian to smacking when he tries to open his. Man, like Gokwan. Alfie's eyes
Fuck
like.
you.
Alfie's eyes are like private me in the vlog pictures. Can't see. Hey. All right, let's move on to Man City. Did you see the Man City game?
I caught the highlights.
What have you made of Man City so far this season?
They've been a bit up and down, haven't they?
Mm.
In the sense where they've had a few good results. Obviously, started the season quite well with that 4-0 win. Was it 4-0 against Wolves?
Yeah.
At the start of the season. Obviously, beat Man United in the Manchester derby. But they've had a couple of games. The game against us, where they dropped 2 points in the last 5-10 minutes. Apart from that, you know, they haven't really been sparkling, losing against Brighton as well. And I know a lot of people will say that Manchester City do tend to start slow in the season and then gradually get better as the games go along. But even in those games where they haven't started well and gone on to win the league, those games have looked better than these. And it just doesn't really seem right for a Man City team at the moment. I know a lot of people are saying that Pep might be burnt out, but at the same time, you'd like to think that they'd probably kick on and get a few good results in the future.
Yeah, I think they get the right result. Do you know what it is? As much as it doesn't look good as their previous title charges, don't you think like the league is actually worse now, so they don't actually need to play as good? So maybe it's an argument where it's like maybe what they're doing right now is enough.
Yeah.
Because the amount of players that are on form right now, Doku, Nico, Riley, Gavardio, Haaland, Foden's coming back on form.
Grinders.
Like, yeah, Reinders, like he's gonna settle in and he's gonna be even better. I know Rodri's they need to stop just rushing Rodri back. Pep's doing Pep
He's
doesn't
picked
usually
up
rush
another
players
injury.
back. Yeah, luckily they've got Nico Gonzalez now.
Yeah.
Because there's a big hole in that midfield. Nico Gonzalez is a very good player. But I just think they need to stop rushing Rodri back. Just like game by game, settle him in. He's just come back from a big injury. And then you're just throwing him in. He's been injured twice this season already. Like Gokwan tries cannabis new episode on ITV Plus. Of course he caught the highlights. Yep. Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Don't let Benson call on the stream. He will say that you look the same as Jackie Chan. That's true. Do you remember when Benson Cole was racist to Son? Bruv, that was crazy. Savio and Savinho are on fault. Who do you think's better out of the two?
You wanker. You dickhead.
With our Liverpool performance, City don't even need to be shooting on all cylinders. Went from mid-table to 3 points off first place already. Yeah, they had a rookie like a couple games, and then all of a sudden, bang, couple wins. Then they're back. They're back to being Man City. But the only thing I will say is that when Doku is playing, he needs to stop doing the whole Bernardo Silva on the right thing. I think let Oscar Bob on the right do his thing and Doku, and then you're going to see Haaland go even madder. But Pep likes to do this whole like conservative thing. Just play a midfielder on the right and then play a winger on the left, or vice versa, or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see when Cherky fully comes back, because he only just come back from injury, how he's going to fit everyone in. I think he's going to just let Cherky settle in, and Foden's going to be the guy to take the reins for now. You're not really going to see much of Cherky, which, by the way, is how Slot should be doing it to Verts. I know people are going to say 100 million, but he signed for like 6 years or whatever. Like, he's not meant to like do everything straight away. He's not signing for like 30 seconds. He's signing for years. So you want them to settle into their proper form so they can like do a madness.
I think.
Have you taken enough of puff, bruv?
No, I'm smoking a fag now.
It's okay. What was you gonna say, sir?
I think a lot of Liverpool fans were expecting Liverpool. We're expecting Verts to kind of kick on straight away.
Yeah.
I also, especially after the Community Shield performance, he got an assist in that game, I believe, for Ekatike, the first goal, I think. And they just expected him to hit the ground running straight away. Hasn't done that. I've seen a lot of the 007 memes, but we won't talk about that because it could have been us with a couple of our players. But, you know, he needs time. Fresh league for him. Hasn't played in the Premier League before. He needs time to settle in. Like, understandable if you're bringing in a player that's come from the Premier League, Isak. You're expected him to hit the ground running straight away because you know what the Premier League's like. You've played against Liverpool enough times that you should know what to expect when it comes to the Premier League if you're Isak. But Verts, coming from the Bundesliga, hasn't played in this league before. He's probably played an English team in the Champions League, I think, at Leverkusen. Doesn't know that much about English football. So he's going to need time to settle in. So
yeah,
I think
for sure.
At the moment, he's not playing well, but maybe give it 5-10 games. I know it's a bit much, but give it up until Christmas. Maybe you might start hit the ground running and continue that until the end of the season.
Yeah, you just got to manage your bigger signings correctly. People think because 100 million they've got to play straight away. That's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Because you got to let your players settle. You got to let the players settle into a different team for different kind of pressure. Even though he's won the league in the Bundesliga, and it's a big pressure to overtake Bayern Munich. It's a massive pressure, but you have to settle into a whole new pressure when you're competing at Liverpool compared to Bayern Leverkusen. It's a different pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving them excuses, but I'm just talking basic common sense, people. I know people focus on price tags, and I get why, because spending money is spending money, but they have to do what you have to do to get the players you want. And at the end of the day, from an outside perspective like me, I'm keeping the same energy with everyone. I'm giving Gyökeres, Vert, Simmons, Cherky their first seasons, for example. And I'm just putting a few examples out there. Players that have signed from other leagues, for example. I'm giving them a season to fully judge. If they leave after one season, then that's their minute. But I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. So, yeah. If Alfie's this high at Soccer Social, then it's going to be a madness. Smoking a what? Yeah. He can say in that context. It's not the same word. It's not the same. This shows how spending 500 million in one window makes things worse. Perfect example is Chelsea. Liverpool didn't learn from that. Do you know what it is? The money they spent wouldn't have been a bad thing if they're not trying to be like, okay, everyone's got to play straight away. We've got to do this and do that all the time. Every single game, like, you've all got to just hit the ground running straight away. You got to like let your players set. They've already got senior players that can allow them to fit into the culture of the club, where they don't have to like just do everything straight away. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, Semenyo isn't going to the top 6 club anytime soon now, since Bournemouth have doing some time to what he did with Dipling and put 100 million price tag with Semenyo. He also signed a new contract as well. So that's the main reason why he's probably not going to leave as well.
I think he's doing well at Bournemouth, though. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. Bournemouth are doing really well right now.
Yeah, Bournemouth are doing really, really well. Caught the highlights of their game against Fulham on Friday. Yeah. I think they did really well in that game. Semenyo getting 2. They still look good despite the losses they've had in the transfer window. Whether they can continue that going on into the rest of the season, I doubt it. I think they'll hit a couple of rough patches of form. But for now, they're doing really well, and Iraola's gotten well coached and well drilled. Pause.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. After smoking that Gagan back. Hashtag highlight. Fuck's sake. Reckon
You know what?
charisma. Sorry, go on.
Before we continue, I want to talk about Toka. Yeah.
Go on. Go on then.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Been getting in a couple of practice sessions.
Man, I'm practicing for Tonka social, bruv. You try hard. You fucking try hard, bruv. I ain't kicked the ball in 2 years. I ain't kicked the ball in 2 years, bruv. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I also wanted to ask as well, who do you think is going to be the worst?
The worst. No offense, Prime. I probably think Prime. Not gonna lie. I've seen the way Prime. No offense, but the way you walk ain't giving me any confidence of you kicking the ball.
I don't necessarily think I'm going to win. I think Prime is going to be better than all of us.
What?
He's going to pull it out the bag.
Was you gonna say that no matter who I said last?
No, I definitely think Prime. I definitely think Prime's got a chance.
I think everyone's got a chance of winning. I'm shit, but still, I just I don't know. Elijah's form. I don't know what that means in terms of football tech. But I think probably Prime. Sorry, Prime. Reckon Gyökeres will become as prolific as he was in Portugal. Let's talk about Gyökeres a little bit. We didn't really talk about him, bro. I know you was a bit worried on the game on the weekend. He didn't for a team like us. He should be doing a lot more, in my opinion. But what did you make? What have you made so far? Because he's what people are doing this whole thing like he's one goal ahead of Sesko and all of this.
It doesn't necessarily matter. We brought him in to score goals, and he's not been scoring them.
Mm.
And I know I've said a lot that over the past few streams and videos that we've done, I've definitely said a lot that Gyökeres is like a Uber Eats delivery driver. You ain't getting your food right now. Gyökeres ain't getting the goals. I've also highlighted the fact that he's been taking way too many touches. And obviously in a league like Portugal, where the league is a lot slower, is not as competitive as the Premier League, he's allowed to take those extra touches and score. But he's not going to get that in the Premier League. It's a lot more fast-paced game. And yes, he's going to need time to get used to it. But from what I've seen so far, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I remember watching a Newcastle game, yeah. And listen, I know a lot of people saying past couple games his link-up play has been better, guys. My whole problem with Gyökeres is stylistically the signing doesn't make any sense. Because he's getting in the way of other players if he wants to get in the positions that he wants to get into. Because he wants to ball down the inside left channel a lot, and you've got players that love the left-hand side already. Whereas if he's strictly down the middle, he's not the type of person that's like going to do the mad movement to draw his way out away from the defenders and stuff and then head a ball straight in the net. And you got to constantly feed him. But if you do send a striker, no matter who he is, especially if he's a natural goal scorer, you kind of have to adapt your whole style to him. To be honest with you. You do. I know you've been trying to find him in behind, but your players aren't used to it. So it's still going to take time for them to settle with him. That's why I feel like we see with Arteta's system, it feels like he suits more to a midfielder, like playing well, or not playing well, but playing there, or a false nine playing there, rather than an actual striker. Because the last actual striker he had was Aubameyang.
Mm.
So
and
becoming
he
a bit
liked
of a
to play
problem
off the left as well.
Yeah, but at least he had the movement in the middle. So it's going to be difficult because when a striker wants to run it behind all the time, like Man City had to adapt to Haaland. Gyökeres will definitely score a lot of goals, as say, against the teams like a Leeds, like he did before, like a Forest, like he did before. The teams that are going to struggle, which is why I'm surprised he didn't score against us. But I guess you guys didn't test us in those areas. But against the Sunderlands, against the Burnleys, etc., against the Brentfords, I'm sure he'll bag. But you got to adapt to him. You can't just put anyone up front and let them adapt to you. You signed the player for a reason. So it is what it is. Elijah and Melon, to be honest, might start course. You reckon I'm a dog? See, for I've played Toka Social before, but it was a year ago. Well, to be fair, that's probably the last time I actually kicked the ball. It does like proper football, like 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago. Well, last time I kicked the ball, and it wasn't for that long. Ended up kicking the ball over like 5 minutes in, and then we didn't get a ball back. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm backing Melon to win because Melon is the most chatty, so I'm expecting him to win. If not him, then probably Alfie because Alfie and Melon have been the ones before to be like, no, I'm the best. I'm the best at football.
I've
When we
never
used to
said
do our
I'm the
show,
best.
bro, when we did our show last year, when it was me, you, and Melon, it was you two that like, if we played football in real life, I was this guy, I'm this guy, I'm this guy. It was both of you going like that, and I'm just chilling, being like this. I'm just sitting back listening to you two, being like, I'm shit, bro. I can't lie. I'm just a defender. I'm just a defender. I'm a standing tackle, Wan-Bissaka. That's all I am. That's all I've got a little bit of tech under pressure. That's it. But like, that's it. That's it. I'm not like I'm a mad player or anything. Elijah will stumble at his own feet. Yeah, agree. To be honest, it felt even if Gokaris flops at Arsenal, he would just go to Italy and just dominate there. Would be a contender for Ballon d'Or. Gokaris suits Italy. I think me and Prime were talking about this last year. He suits Serie A quite a bit. Arsenal just need a goal-hanging finisher because they like to play the ball into the box way too much. It's true. And Gyökeres isn't always there. He's there, but he's not always there. He likes to run in behind where it's like against the high line and stuff. To be fair, I still think Arsenal fucked up not signing Tony when he was there to be got. I was saying this last week. I'm pretty sure it was last week on a GVO show. I was like, if you had got Tony, or was it I said Tony or Real Sociedad Isak at the time, like those were the perfect signings that Arsenal should have made were making a strike. And this is what happens when you wait so long and then everyone's gone. Ivan Tony would have been perfect for Arsenal. Perfect. Because he does literally everything all around game and stuff. It should be me winning, but I haven't kicked the ball for over 2 years. My foot might slip over again, not gonna lie. No excuses, man. You back your chat the most. You back your chat the most. I expect you to win. And I think you will win. I'm not just saying that.
Am I the only left-footed guy that's going to be there?
Probably. I don't know what foot AJ is. Well, to be fair, I don't know what foot AJ, Prime, and Elijah are. I'm assuming Melon's right-footed.
You're right-footed.
I'm right-footed. I've got a good left foot, to be fair. I could use both feet, but I'm not.
I've got an okay right foot.
Yeah, fair. I practiced on both feet, like, because I remember my dad moaning at like footballers on the TV, like, why doesn't he use his weak foot? I was like, I better use my weak foot in training in Sunday league because my dad's just gonna get onto me. So I was like, let me do that. Melon's right-footed as well. I generally have no idea how well or shit I'll end up doing, to be honest, because it's a shooting and you don't have to pass. AJ, you'll be fine. You're Somali. You got tech. I'm right-footed. My weak foot ain't it. By the way, I'm expecting the stereotype to come true. All Somalis have technical ability. If Somalis were taken serious and scouted properly, they'd be in the World Cup. They'd have a good football. Bro, you can get the London borough, go to every London borough, get the best Somalis. You've got a team. You've got a team that will pop off. Like, they might not pass to each other. That's the only problem. And they might not defend.
Chunks playing, or is Chunks manager?
Chunks has got to be manager, bro. He's too old. But I say, if you give a Somali team like Ange or some shit, yeah, that's like his dream. No defense, just vibes. There's no defense. It's just pure vibes. Then you got to get like Sharky, Chunks as Nico, as like the fucking, not Nico, he's not Somali.
AJ
Shabil and fucking Dark as manager, fucking like coaching stuff. Like, that's what you got to do. Get the Somalis from the best London boroughs. And go with the team, man. Power League settings. Work your way up. You don't if we don't get like a Somali Sunday League team by the next 5 years, where it's just straight somebody only recruiting Somalis, England has failed. Because there's a big Somali community in London. So go and get your best Somalis and fucking let's see the tech, because that would be the most entertaining footballing team if they pass to each other. Forget Ange, give Wenger Somalia. Like, Wenger could at least let the players play. He had ballers at least. When he had the Cazonas and Ozils, Arsenal was still shit for their standard, but they had ballers. So let the Somalis play. Let the Somalis play. I'm right footed. My weak foot ain't it. Okay, so AJ's right footed as well. I don't know what foot Prime and Elijah are. The only defense would be rice and chicken in stereotype, to be honest. Fuck's sake. Go to Agar. Yes, that's where the Somalis are. That is where the bro. Well, half of them in jail though. Suspect and that. Fucking all the Somalis are in jail there. Fucking hell, man. Just get some best Somalis, man. Get the best Somalis. But listen, we're gonna end it there. Big up to everyone here every single time, people. Alfie's link is in the title as always, so make sure you're subscribing to him. We're trying to get him to 500 before the end of the year. Sheik is still live for Mud Brothers, so go and say Mike's Raid in Sheik's chat as well. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Take care and peace, people.